Hi everyone. So welcome to another offline class. So during our last class last week we studied about soil, right? What is soil? What is its definition? How soil is formed, right? We learned about soil formation also. Now let's see what are the different types of soil, okay? Soils are classified on the basis of their formation, color, physical and chemical properties. So soil we have divided it into different groups, okay, into different types of soil on the basis of certain factors. What are these factors? Formation. In the soil eppadi form ஆகிறது. Color. Yeah. What is the color of this particular soil? Physical and chemical properties. Physical and chemical properties means is the soil infertile or fertile? Is it suitable for cultivation? Does the soil have chemical presence or saline presence? Okay. So after considering all these factors, we divide soil into six major types. Okay. There are six types of soil and they are classified due to certain factors. What are the factors? Formation, color, physical and chemical properties. Four factors. Okay. Let's see what are the six different types of soil. So, alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil, desert soil, mountain soil. Yeah, six types of soil. Let's see what alluvial soil is. So, firstly, remember alluvial soil is associated with water. Wherever there is water, there will be alluvial soil. Yeah. So these soils are found in the regions of river valleys, floodplains, and coastal regions. So where are alluvial soil found? River valleys, floodplains, coastal regions. Yeah. So river valleys means next to rivers, right? River banks you can find alluvial soil. Coastal regions means regions which lie next to sea. Yeah. So and floodplains also. So river valleys, floodplains, and coastal regions are the places where you can find alluvial soil. And how is alluvial soil formed? These are formed by the deposition of silt by the running water. So when the water runs no in river or the sea and all, this water deposits some silt, some soil particles and all on its banks, and thus alluvial soil is created. Okay, so remember alluvial soil is formed by the deposition of silt by the running water. Okay, now it is the most productive of all soils. It is very fertile and you can use the soil for cultivation. Yeah, it is really good for cultivation and it is suitable for cultivating sugarcane, jute, rice, wheat and other food crops. Right? Food crops cultivate பண்றதுக்கு ரொம்ப helpful-ஆன soil ஆக்கும் alluvial soil. So let's see some pictures here. Can you see the first picture? Yeah, it is a field. Okay, it is a farm. நம்ம விவசாயம் பண்ற இடம். Yeah, விவசாயம் பண்ற நிலம். And in these places you can find alluvial soil, right? நம்ம farms எல்லாம் we use alluvial soil. Here also you can see it is a paddy field where rice is cultivated and the soil here that you can see கொஞ்சம் மட்டியா இருக்கு, that soil is alluvial soil. Now next comes black soil. So see, it's very simple to identify black soil. Here you can see it is black in color, right? That's why it is called black soil. So how are black soils formed? These soils are formed by weathering of igneous rocks. We studied about igneous rock, right? Volcanic rock. In the igneous rock, when it weathers down into little pieces and later turn into soil, and the soil that we call black soil. Yeah, black soil is clayey in nature. Okay, black soil nature வந்து கொஞ்சம் clayயா இருக்கும். And clayey in Tamil means, clay means களிமண். Okay, so இந்த களிமண் மாதிரி கொஞ்சம் அதோட nature இருக்கும். And mainly because it is wet. Can you see it is wet? Yeah, it retains moisture. Moisture content இருக்கு, water content இருக்கு in black soil. And it is ideal for growing cotton. It is used for growing cotton. Yeah, so remember, black soils are formed by the weathering of igneous rocks. It is clayey in nature. it has water content or has moisture content, and it is suitable for growing cotton. Panji, yeah, it is suitable for growing cotton. Now let's see what red soil is. So just like we identified black soil, it is easy to identify red soil. See, it is red in color, right? Yeah. So how is red soil formed? So we learned that when igneous rock weathers down, it becomes black soil. So when metamorphic rocks and crystalline rocks weathers down, when metamorphic rocks and crystalline rocks breaks down into pieces and becomes soil, அதை வந்து நம்ம red soil என்று சொல்லுவாங்க. Very simple. Yeah. When metamorphic rocks and crystalline rocks become soil, it is called red soil. Simple. The presence of iron oxide makes the soil brown to red in color. Okay, so it is brownish in color. It can be brownish to red in color. Why? Because there is a presence of something called iron oxide in it. Okay, there is iron oxide in the soil. Therefore, it is called. Therefore, its color is brown to red. Okay, brown irukka illana red irukka. Okay, or in between shades. So the presence of iron oxide makes the soil brown to red in color. So இது வந்து கொஞ்சம் semi arid regions ல you can see semi arid regions னா கொஞ்சம் dry and it will be a little bit dry, but like little bit rainfall only that place will be getting. Okay, கொஞ்சம் rainfall கம்மியா இருக்கிற இடத்துல you can find this type of soil, and therefore it is not a fertile soil. As there is no much water availability, it is not a fertile soil. Fertile means productivity is very low. So it is suitable for millet cultivation. Okay, this type of soil is used for millet cultivation. Yeah, you can see the pictures here. You can see a reddish, brownish red color in the sand, and you can see that in the next picture there is a field, right? A farm field. This is red soil. It will be brown to red in color. Yeah. So remember, these soils are formed by weathering of metamorphic rocks and crystalline rocks, and the presence of iron oxide makes the soil brown to red in color. It is found in semi-arid regions usually. It is not a fertile soil, so millet is cultivated in it. Okay, millet is one crop that is cultivated in this soil. Now we are coming to our third type of soil, laterite soil. So let's see what is a laterite soil. So don't confuse it with red soil. See the pictures here. It is also brown in color, light brown in color, and there are lots of stones also. You can see stones in it, right? In red soil, you can't see that much of stones. Here it is a little bit. There are some stones, and it is a little bit dry also. So these type of soils can be seen in tropical regions. Yeah, regions where there is alternate wet and dry condition. Alternate மழை வருது இல்லைன்னா ட்ரையாக இருக்கிற மழை கழிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் ட்ரை ஆகிற இடம். That is tropical regions. There will be rain also, and there will be also a dry season. Yeah, அந்த மாதிரி places you can see this laterite soil, and this soil is infertile. Okay, this soil is infertile, so it is usually used for plantation crops. In the tea, coffee மாதிரி இருக்கிற crops cultivate பண்றது laterite soil use பண்ணியும். Yeah, so laterite soil, let's remember, laterite soil is usually found in tropical regions. Yeah, and it is infertile. It is suitable for plantation crops like tea and coffee. Yeah, see here the pictures. It is a little bit light brownish in color. Now we are coming to mountain soil. So just like the name suggests, mountain soil is a soil that is in mountain, mountainous region. Here you can see the pictures of two mountains, and the soil here a little bit grayish in color, right? Grayish color that soil is mountain soil. Okay, and they are found in mountain slopes. Mountain la paaka mudiyum. And these soils are romba thin. Okay, these soils are thin. It's not thick, konjam thinna da irukra, and acidic. It has acid content. Okay, so remember that mountain soil are found over the slopes of mountain, and they are thin. The soil is thin and acidic. Yeah. Now let's see what desert soil is. So desert soil is very easy for you because you can pretty easily identify desert soil. Desert la pakra soil, right? Just like the name suggests. And these are sandy type of soil. Okay, sand madri irukum and sandy soil. These are found in hot desert regions. Desert madri irukra hot tana regions you will find this. And these soils are porous and saline. Saline means unless salt content irukku. That's why it is called saline in nature. Salt content, okay, உப்பு content இருக்கு and porous. அதுல சின்ன சின்ன gaps இருக்கு, சின்ன சின்ன holes இருக்கு in the soil. That's what porous means. I will explain it in class later. And it is very infertile for agriculture, right? Desert soil is infertile for agriculture. Yeah, and therefore cultivation is not successful in it. So remember, desert soil is found in hot desert regions. They are porous and saline, they are infertile, and nothing can be cultivated in desert soil. So I hope for you, you have understood about the different types of soil. You have understood the names and why they are called so. So I hope this has been easy for you, and I have given you very easy homework. Okay, most of you can do this. So make sure it's romba easy. You can do it in 10 minutes. So make sure you're submitting the homework in the given time. Bye everyone.